Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Basscast Radio. I'm your host, Brian Carter. Welcome back to tonight's show. Woo, what a week it has been here already. Um, Guys, last week we had the Cat Tournament Series. We had some 9-pound bass got weighed in on Smith Mountain Lake. You guys are going to see the reels uploaded with over the next couple of days to our Instagram and YouTube channel. Lake took a little hit this past weekend. We had the only BFL, by the way, guys, that visit Smith Mountain Lake this year is Piedmont Division. And I think it took about 24 pounds to win that. Took about 20 pounds or so to win the cat event. But we got to see a lot of fat mamas on Smith Mountain Lake. I mean, it was a lot of little dinks, then a big fat mama to go with it. So the water temperature is almost 50 degrees, like an average 50 degrees. So water temperature is starting to warm up. But the nights have taken a dive around here in Central Virginia. I think, guys, we record on Wednesday, so I think this morning is 34 degrees when I woke up. Now, I did get 65, but it was 34 at night, and that's when that night really is what affects water temperature. It's not, the day a little bit when the hot summertime, but I think in this time of the year, my opinion, the nights really kind of determine what the water temperature is going to be like. So even though, we're starting to get into the longer days, and over the next couple of weeks, that transition will start taking place, and we'll be seeing the 70-degree nights. And let's cross our fingers. 70-degree nights and the 80-degree days is what we'll probably see. Do we have spring anymore? I don't know, guys. Tonight on the show, we got Trever. It's Trever and I tonight. Trever is back with us. Thanks, Trever, for jumping in. And Cajun Rob, we've had him on the show before. We got Cajun Rob on, and we're going to talk about the top baits from the 2026 Bassmaster Classic. Before diving that, guys, after this is over, we'll have the final cat regular season event on Smith Mountain Lake. Kevin Dawson likes to get them in, get them done, and get them over with. And so it'll be final regular season. And we'll have our first Bass Nation of Virginia event as well. So all that will be up on the basscast.com. Hopefully by now you guys have all checked it out. We're starting to do some things a little different. I posted, I don't know, guys. I had an epiphany over the Classic. By the way, me and the Cajun, Mr. Robert, we got to meet at the Classic and hang out a little bit at a mixer. And we grew a lot at the Classic. We had a huge growth. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, we were growing over 100 fans a day on Facebook. And we had 38,000. We're on our way to 40,000 followers this year on Facebook. So thank you guys. And for you guys out there, I'll tell you this right now. I delete anything porn, anything. If you ain't got a photo, or unless you're an 80-year-old man and can't figure it out, I'll let you stay. But, excuse me, our 38,000 people are anglers who actually fish. I can say all on fish tournaments, but they do actually fish, except for me because I run this crazy website. But they actually fish. So for you guys out there want to sponsor a fishing website, come sponsor us. So, what I was getting at was we're going to start doing something a little bit different. We're going to start just something I'm trying. I threw up a poll on Facebook about how many people say get rid of the website. And website keeps going up. The numbers have been kind of stagnant this year already. We're seeing it because, everything I've read said video killed radio star. AI is killing the website star because you can hit Google and get all my results within 2 minutes and don't even have to go to the website because they're scraping everything, anything and everything. So I'm not looking to get rid of it. I'm going to keep the alternate, both of them. But what we're going to kind of do for the rest of the summer until the summer is we're going to post it on the website the day it happens. And then 2 days later, we're going to kind of throw some of this stuff up on social media. So you'll notice that. Someone made a comment to me the other day, guys. I do use AI. I'm not gonna lie about it. I've told you guys a million times. And the comment about AI or whatever under a post, I don't really care at this point. But I ran a story. It was about the buoys at the MPFL event in Zach Burge, and I ran it through AI. I said keep everything, the main parts, make it a little fluffy. Other than that, keep the main gist of the story. Uploaded it. First comment was, "This is AI." By the way, it was a real press release. You didn't go read the press release, but you'll go read the semi AI version. So you'll comment on that, but you won't go read the actual press release that was put up on the website by NPFL themselves. So tell me what you're reading, boys and girls. I mean, I don't know what to say about it, but it does tell me, Trevor. I mean, what you guys are reading. And then you'll make some stupid comments like that. But yeah, I mean, it did change it up a little bit, hopefully a little bit easier because, some of these press releases so big. I'm just crunching it down so you don't have that much. There's my hands. You don't have that much to read. You got that much to read.
You're making a cliff note. You're making a cliff note.
Yeah. There you guys go. Thank you, Cajun Rob. We're making a cliff note of the actual story run through AI. But these will be original content. It's not, it's not going to be AI stories. It's going to be original content. And if you want to read the real deal, I post it, share the link, go read the story. And it helps, like I said, always pay the bills. So, but we're going to try that out and see how it goes. You'll see a lot more videos uploaded. I'm trying to do the kind of, the scheduling. There you go. I'm going to do a lot more scheduling. You'll see a lot more ads from our sponsors. You're going to see a lot more drops from our affiliate, Discount Tackle. By the way, guys, I got a contest going on with them right now. Make a purchase through Discount Tackle, and I'm going to give away a way bag. Head on over now to our Facebook book page, and after you made it's pinned to the top. After you've made a purchase, by clicking the link, just share your receipt, and you're automatically entered. So, but I need a few more than one person's played it, but I need a few more than one person. Discount Tackle's got some amazing products at a great discount. Most stuff's 20% off right off the bat. So if you never checked out, I know it's hard to change. I know a lot of us have done Tackle Warehouse, but check out Discount Tackle. We're happy to be a part of that. By the way, English Choice Marine, April 11th and 12th is their next event on Bugs Island. I've already booked my campsite. I did it last night, so it's booked and ready to go. So I'll be down there for the 2 days for that. And then Missile Bates is great to see John at the show. I know he had this really cool hat that he had made up. If you made a purchase or something like that from the Missile Bates store at the Bassmaster Classic, you got a special Tennessee hat. I can't remember what all the deals were, but a lot of deals and great ideas. So want to thank John at Missile Bates. And last but not least, Just Rig It in Martinsville, Virginia. If you got a boat, you got a kayak, whatever you have out on the water, they've got a great electronic specials going on right now, as well as some mounts. And the cool thing about them, I know it's tournament season. I know right now, hopefully you haven't wrecked your boat. Like I've seen a few pictures on the Facebook here lately. If you guys didn't see the boat that was sitting up on the side of a mountain like this, if you are looking to upgrade and you want a special mount made, they can do that. He's got the machines, he's got the technology, he's got all that stuff. Plus, he's got his his business for keeping. What is it? It's it's up on the. I have to look it up here real quick. But it's he's got some great products for taking care of your boat. But he's got one that is really freaking cool. I'm gonna lower this down here so you guys can see it. It's called Bass Bright, everybody. But he's got a live well cleaner. And I have been told it is amazing by a lot of different people. Keeping your fish alive and as many different, if you are an angler who doesn't fish the same body of water, you need to have your live well clean. You don't want to take enzymes from one lake and put in another lake. You know, it's almost like others taking spotted bass and bringing them from one lake to another lake. You don't want to do it. So Bass Bright, check it out. The link is on thebasscast.com. You can click that and head on over and order some today. That's it for me, guys. But guys, thank you for being a part of the show tonight. Thanks for being a part of Basscast Radio. I want to throw it on over to Trever. Guys, Trever had a first kayak event of the 2026 season. So I'll hear a little bit from Trever and how it went. I'll be honest. I was covering events and I was running up and down the road like I always do. So I feel bad this time of the year for you guys, for you all who are my friends, and I feel like I just dropped you. I don't mean to drop you. It's tournament time, and we are concentrating on tournaments. It's like Danielle said after the Classic. Do you want to go? Because I didn't get back into sports cards. Do you want to go look at cards now? I know the fishing event's over. Your mind's probably changed, ready to go do something different. I said, now I'm just ready to go home. I'm tired. But we're concentrating on tournaments right now. So, Trever, it's all yours.
Yeah, it is tournament season. I know here in Texas, for my West Texas Kayak Fishing League, we're knee deep in it. They had like I said, I mentioned before, they had their first event at Lake Amistad back in February, but that's a 7.5-hour drive for me. So I skipped it this year. I did it 2 years ago, did good in it. So this event this past weekend was at the Possum Kingdom Lake. It's a massive lake. If you guys haven't ever looked at it, it's pretty big size. So we had the event there, drove 5 hours, again, camped out. There's probably about 6 or 7 of us kayakers all close to each other. There were some bass boaters there. So Friday pre-fishing was excellent. I had a great pre-fish, went out, was catching. I do blame one of my fellow kayakers though, because the very first bass I caught was, little dink, maybe 8-9 inches. And, I caught it and did a quick little Facebook post and was like, oh yeah, I'm catching the bigs now. And then he commented, he goes, well, there is a small sack award on tournament day. And I was like, oh yeah,
oh man,
I do the opposite of that. And so I end up catching, I was catching them that day. And I wasn't even, it's one of those pre-fishing ones where I'm not trying to catch them, but I'm catching them. You're just presenting your bait, trying to figure out what color they want, what size are they after. So I had it dialed in and I knew where they were at. So I was feeling confident, went to bed, woke up the next morning, went out. The very first fish I caught was an 8 or 9 pound striper. And at first when I hooked into it, I was like, oh yeah, this is a good one. And then when it started taking off, I was like, yeah, that's not a bass. And then fought like a dickin', brought it up, couldn't even get it in the camera because it was so big. I was like, most people hold the fish up to the camera. I was trying to pull it to my body, trying to get it all in the picture. And that was a prelude of things to come, because from that point on, I thought I was in a striper tournament and not a black bass tournament. So I was catching all the striper. Did catch a couple bass along the way. But what did I end up doing? I got the small sack award. So
wow,
I brought in the smallest bag of the tournament. He jinxed me. I told him, I was like, man, look what you did to me. I was like, it's all your fault, man. It's all your fault. So, but again, that's the second time I've won that award. I won it a couple years ago in San Angelo in a Roadrunner tournament. So it's always fun, whenever you're out there fishing. At least I didn't zero. There was a few guys that zeroed. It was a tough fishing day. It got up to almost 100 degrees that day on the water.
Good.
So not only there was 2 bass tournaments, 2 bass boat tournaments going on, our kayak tournament, plus we had spring break going on in that area. So that lake was just littered with pleasure boaters, wake boats, jet skis, and then us trying to fish. So it was a fun day, but again, just one of those days where you have a great pre-fish and it doesn't equate to a good tournament day. So, and I kind of talk about that little prelude to that. I kind of talk about that at the tips of the video that's going to drop for my Friday podcast. So,
all right, guys. So, like I said before the first cast, I hope you've already listened to it. So you've already heard that information. But Trever won practice, everybody.
Yeah. And it was funny. If I would have taken the size that I had, my top 5 from practice day, I would have finished 4th on tournament day.
Oh, wow. He did catch a nice striper. Did you guys eat that striper?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. The one for practice day. Yes.
Yes.
The one on tournament day, I didn't. I was
Yeah.
going home, so I just threw
Oh,
that
yeah,
back in
yeah.
the drink. But
That's the one I was talking about, the one you uploaded in the video that you sent us. That was pretty
yeah,
freaking cool.
yeah, they're good
So
eating. So,
nah,
but yeah, it
striper
was good.
nuggets are the
And
bomb.
yeah, and my next tournament is coming up at the end of April, and we'll be heading to Lake Brownwood, which that's where the tournament that just ended for MLF. They'll be on Lake Brownwood for their knockout round and their championship round. So it's kind of whirlwind tour where I'm at right now. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a bunch of teams are going back to Texas.
yeah, and I like what in the last two events for MLF in Texas, they've done that dual lake.
Yes.
And I really do like the dual lake where they got two qualifying rounds on one lake, and then they're moving to the knockout championship round on a totally different lake. So it kind of makes it an interesting dynamic because how's your pre-fishing going to be? How are you really going to do that? Are you going to spend all your time in the qualifying lake, or are you going to spend some time also in the championship lake thinking that you're going to make it that far? So it puts a new twist and dynamic on what they have to think about when they're going to pre-fish.
Kind of turns you back a little bit, Rob, back to the beginning of Major League Fishing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it was when it first started. Was they had two different bodies of water, and you fished the first couple of rounds. Well, it was like first 4 rounds. Now it was,
back then.
Group A, Group B, Group A, Group B, and then the final was on a different body of water altogether. So it's kind of neat to kind of go back to that. Hey, you said you call yourself a professional. This is the best of the best.
Absolutely.
I mean, we got that tournament coming up. What is it? The Ultimate Angler Tournament, and top best 20, or is that what it is? Don't quote me, guys.
I think it's either the top 20 or top 25 from both leagues.
Yeah, from both leagues. So I mean, it's the best of the best. $3 million. I mean, it's a lot of money on the line.
Yep.
A lot of prestige too.
Well, and Ivy and Brownwood, where they're going this time, those are big bass fisheries. So I know it's Major League Fishing, and they're trying to catch as many fish as they can, but those lakes produce some giants too. So even in the kayak world, we'll have half a dozen of us will catch a double-digit 8-9 pounders when we're out there fishing those tournaments. So
that's awesome.
It's inevitable somebody's going to catch it. I think last year, or the year before last at Brownwood, one of the kayak guys got an 11-pounder in his boat. In his kayak.
Oh God!
So
that's a heck of a ride in a kayak, guys. It's
fun.
That is a heck of a ride.
That striper was fun,
Oh man, imagine.
It's been a couple years ago now. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, but me and one of my buddies were floating the Stanton River, and he caught a catfish. The next thing I know, I'm paddling, just floating on down the river, and he took off, and I was like, "Where'd you go?" He saw I caught a catfish, and it just drug me down the river. And I was like, good gosh. But yeah, that's freaking awesome. Well, good luck the next events. Appreciate that, Trevor. By the way, guys, I forgot to make an announcement earlier about the cat. Kevin Dawson retired as the cat tournament director this past week. He will finish out the 2026 season. In 2027, we'll have a new tournament director, or we'll have no tournament director of the Cat Smith Mountain Lake, but I have a feeling someone will hopefully step up, and that won't be me. I can tell you that right now. We took a break this year. I forgot to mention April 25th, real quick. You guys want a big payout? I keep telling you this. It's $250 with a $50 side pot, paying one for every 5 spots. So the complete breakdown is on thebasscast.com right now. If you head on over to the Basscast and click 2025 Basscast tournaments, 2026, tournament season, everything you need to know is there. We're doing one in April, and we're doing one in the fall. So come on out. Love to have you. Get signed up. It'll be here before you know it, because I was looking at schedules, guys, and we got Angler's Choice. We got the Big Bass Tour. We got the Basscast.com. We got the Big Bass Tour, the 16th. No, it was the 17th, 18th, and 19th. I think that's when it is. I don't know. All the dates are on the Basscast.com. So If they're not there, it's not my fault. You know, send them to me. Clear and simple. I mean, that's it. I mean, I'm not running anybody down. We had 1 million visitors last year. You don't want your schedule on there? It is what it is. You don't want nobody to know about it. Or you're happy the way you are and they're happy the size you are, which is cool too. You know, I'm like the Gary Vaynerchuk. If you're sad going to work on a Monday morning, it's not my fault. You should make a change. There it is. I mean, straight up. All right, guys. In the house tonight, Cajun Rob is with us. Dude, thank you for coming on. Like I said, I ran into him at the Classic. We had a great time talking, catching up. Excuse me. Pollen cough. I love it. But Cajun, before we dive into what we're going to talk about, guys, we're going to talk about the baits that won or that were a part that made a difference in the 2026 Bassmaster Classic. Introduce yourself. Tell everybody, give everybody a little background. We've had him on the show before, but it's been a while.
Yep.
So talk about your background, and then we'll let you dive into some baits.
Oh, sure thing, man. Hey, glad to finally meet you in person. We've talked online for what, 3
Yes.
or 4 years now. It's been a long time. So had a good time at the mixer. Got the hobnob with some of the big wigs, but I've been fishing. I'm in my 50s now. Probably been fishing about 40 years. I was born and raised South Mississippi, so that's kind of where I got my nickname at. And started tournament fishing about 10 years ago, real seriously. And now work for the biggest fishing tackle distributor in the nation, Pitmans Creek. So I'm a sales rep for Pitmans Creek, and I got stores literally from Hawaii to Maine right now. So I got a pretty big area.
Dude, he even has Amish people buying from him. People, I mean, it is so.
Yeah,
if you guys did not watch the first episode, it was really freaking cool that we had Cajun Rob on there. I mean, just the people and the companies, the tackle stores that he works with. There is, I mean, it's a unique lineup that that Cajun gets to work with.
It is. I mean, folks from all forms of life, old folks, young folks. I mean, it's a good mix and all great folks. I mean, all great folks. So all got a passion for this sport.
Let's talk about this real quick. You want to talk about that bait that we talked about off camera real quick?
The one that's not gonna come out to this fall?
Yeah. Can we?
Yeah, the bait that actually was the winner's bait, Mr. Dylan Nutt, that won the Classic, is a bait from Berkeley, and it's actually a mix of Max Scent and Power Bait mixed together. And it's called the Lab Series. And I know it's scheduled to come out late summer to fall as of right now. So wait, but it's a shad bait, but it's got the Power Bait and the Max Scent. I think one's kind of attracted, and one has the fish hold on to it longer. That's supposed to be the advantage of it. So, and it's real flexible, like some of the baits. But give the kid credit. I think he stayed there for like a month in practice, like the whole month. So, hey, he put the work in, found some spots, found some fish. So it wasn't like he just showed up and turned his unit on and caught them. He put the work in. So hats off to that young angler. And he went through the Bass Nation. I actually fished the Bass Nation this year and last year, and that's a long, tough ladder to climb. So hats off to that young man. He deserved it.
Yeah, guys. If you don't know what goes in through the Bass Nation, I mean, you got to qualify, then you got to fish a regional tournament, then you got to fish another tournament above that, and we're not talking about these are like the best of the best, and all of them are hungry. So I mean, to make it through the Bass Nation, we've had Jeff Freeman here. We had two Jeffs, Jeff Freeman here, and Jeff Luger, both from Virginia, fished the Bassmaster Classic. So I mean, and that was it was like cloud nine for us at that time. Holy cow! Because I mean, we had some really good anglers that came through, but to have someone win it and be the second angler ever to win it from the Bass Nation, and they're actually fishing no bass events. If I remember correctly, I think his brother said they're fishing all major league fishing stuff right now.
Oh wow!
And they're fishing that, but he qualified, so he automatically got to go to the Classic. But in 2026, I think his brother said they're fishing a lot of major league fishing. So, you got the free invitation. So they're looking at fishing together through the Bassmaster Elite Series in 2027. But That's not definite. This is just what he was saying. But he had a few beers, so I'm not really sure. This is twin brother, by the way. But go ahead and run down some of the top baits. I know I asked you for about 4 or 5 of them and break them down. But that bait, like you said, it had the 2 different scents to it. Did they change anything else about that bait at all, or was it just the scents themselves?
I think a lot of it's scents. I think a lot of it's got that Sakamata kind of action. It's got a lot of action to it. So, like I said, it's still kind of hush hush, and but it's going to be. I've already had dealers call about it already. I mean, the Monday after, I already had people asking about it. Hey, when can we get this? And when's it coming out? So, wow. It may come out a little earlier, but right now, the preliminary is late summer to fall. So, we'll see. Maybe ICAST will have it out. You never know.
Oh yeah, in July.
I think there was something that there was a video that someone posted a couple days ago about it, and then Berkeley really launched it, and they had put dye in it, and so when it was floating, you could see
it was like dripping down,
just kind of waving down through the water, and so it was showing that scent will last a little bit longer than what some other scents do. So
they got to figure it out.
Berkeley's been leaking. They've been leaking out some stuff about it. So
little teasers. They're putting little teasers in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But another thing about the Classic, I lived down in Knoxville for about 25 years. So from about 90 to 2015, and I moved here to Kentucky. And that was amazing. The size bass and the bags that come out, 20-pound bags, that's like almost unheard of there. And that one, was it E-Bear, Dakota, pulled in that little mean mouth? I never see a mean mouth that big.
Yeah, that's 705.
Yeah, that was a beast. I mean, that lake don't have that many. Cherokee on the kind of east end has a lot of mean mouth, but that lake usually don't have that many. So that was amazing.
I will be honest. This was one of those, I don't know. I just felt it kind of felt like I know everybody's saying the industry's down, blah, 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 blah. But this Classic just felt like a regeneration. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
it really did feel.
Yeah, the crowds
were great. The people were great. People were spending money. Yeah. People spent money at the Richmond Fishing Expo. So it's, I guess everybody's done used up all their baits that they had from COVID. All the stockpiles that everybody bought during COVID. So, I mean, it really did feel like, I don't know, it felt like the industry is kind of making a different, it's kind of making a move. We're kind of getting over this is just me. You guys can post comments below. But I kind of felt like the industry is kind of going over, the negativity from 2025, all the crap that went into it, kind of felt like hopefully we're kind of going over this mountain. And it kind of felt good. I mean, it really did. I mean, I was really kind of felt like going to an Amway meeting back in the 90s when they sent you to a meeting to get you all pumped up and excited to sell all their crap they had. You know what I'm saying? It's like you went to a weekend retreat and got you excited, and that's what this Classic kind of felt like.
Yeah, I mean, in my business, I mean, last few weeks it's been wide open. It feels like it's May or June. I mean, it's been just over the top. I mean, we've been super busy, so that's definitely way ahead of what we was last year. So there ain't no doubt. And you're absolutely right. And I haven't heard, but I think that expo had to set the record, because I heard, there's lines Friday. Well, I just went Friday, and Saturday it was even longer just to get in. It was lined up down the street to get in the expo. So
Tennessee, I mean, they really could just go from Tennessee to South Carolina, go back and forth.
Yeah, last few years, remember they had South Carolina set the record, then Knoxville had the record.
Yep.
I mean, they went back and forth. Great.
Then we go to Birmingham, throw it in the middle, and then let's fly out to Texas to ruin everybody's life for a week, and then let's come back. I got to mess with Trever there, but it really does seem like it's like, let's go back and forth. Then we'll go down to Alabama, and then we'll go out to Texas, or we'll throw a Tennessee in there, and then we'll go to Texas. And then we'll come back.
Don't forget Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah, Oklahoma. I forgot about that, too. Yeah, Tulsa. Yep. So, I don't know. I think if Tennessee had the money, I think they would write a check every single year. I mean, I know it'd get kind of old, but just the crowds, the people, the being so central. I was going to say about centrality, but being so central, like the Virginia 5 hours, I mean, it's like right there close to a lot of different states. that,
I mean, you got two major interstates. You got 40 and 75 that cross right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And the interstates there, I mean, except for when there's an accident, like you said, and at airport, I had to pick up Danielle from the airport. The airport's really freaking nice.
Yep.
So, she flew into that, and that's my first time ever going over there, and it's a really nice airport. So, it's like, I'm sorry, I think it's a great place to have a classic.
Oh, absolutely. And then, well, I lived there. There's like 4 lakes all around Knoxville. There's Norris, which is real clear, smallmouth.
Mm-hmm.
There's Loudon Tellico. There's Cherokee Douglas, and you're not far from Chickamauga. So, you're right in the heart of all these great lakes on the TVA chain.
Lots of great places in Tennessee. I ain't gonna lie. You guys are lucky. We ain't gonna lie. We got Bugs Island, the biggest lake between Virginia and North Carolina, and Lake Anna, which is a nice lake. We really do enjoy going up there, and Smith Mountain Lake. So and a couple little small ones, and we got the James River. We ain't got 12 names for the James River like other rivers do, but it's just all called the James River here. We don't break it up, call it anything else but the James River. So,
yep,
the Mighty Bateau Festival, James River. All right, I said grab 5. What's the other 4 you got for us?
All right. Well, it kind of serves a lot of old schools. Like we saw a lot of jigs, a lot of football jigs, a lot of jigs being thrown. And if you notice, guys at Scoping is using jigs now. That's starting to be a thing. That they're swimming it and the fish are falling it down. So the jig is definitely. That's one of the most versatile baits. You can swim it, you can flip it, pitch it, hop it, stroke it off the bottom. So there's a lot of. I was glad to see the jig, come around and made a good showing. So very versatile bait for sure.
Are they using a different head for the jigs for the forward-facing sonar?
Yeah, a lot of guys are using the Arky style. It kind of does like a little sway. So they're using a lot of guys using the Arky style. Some swim, but I think the Arky style kind of a little bit of a flat. I think has some pretty good action on it. Kind of has a little bit of flutter coming down. So I thought that's pretty good. And then of course swim baits. Your big swim baits, small swim baits. Just see a few glides, but not many. But swim baits like 6 cents and some other ones, I think made a good run. A lot of guys was throwing them, so that was pretty good on that.
I know the jerk bait had a little bit of,
yeah, a little bit, and that's prime time. This is prime time kind of time for jerk baits. It's real big here in Kentucky and Tennessee too. So, and I was surprised. Little Japanese guys made a good run. Was it Oki was what, 3rd?
Yeah.
And them guys, it blows my mind. They're throwing like what 3-4 pound tests sometimes. I'm like, that's like panfish line, But
yeah,
those guys I've been heading off to. They're good.
This was a classic, really, where you had to be really, really versatile.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the rain that we got before the event.
Mm-hmm.
We got a heck of a storm that night. I think it was Friday night into Saturday morning. We got that storm. So, and a lot of people were in muddied up locations.
Yep.
They drained the water. I was told that they dropped the water level.
Oh, so yeah, it's amazing how much they'll pull. And when they're pulling the water, you can crank bait, main thing you throw is biting. And when they cut it off, they'll have like generation schedules you can look up online. And when they cut it off, bite just dies out. It's like they flip a switch. So it's a lot of variables in those TVA lakes for sure.
Yeah, it was. It was just very unique how like I said, it was a lot. Lipless crankbaits, jerk bait, like you said, the jig, but it was a lot of different. A lot of people just threw everything. It really was crazy.
Yeah. A little bit of a junk fishing. I know most of the guys made the run down to Tellico, and it's like the 2 lakes are combined. There's like a little canal that connects them down there at the dam, and like Loudon Tellico is kind of a power fishing, dirty water kind of more bass and structure oriented. Tellico's more clear, smallmouth spots. So it's like 2 different characteristics, 2 different lakes, but you can still catch them in both lakes. And there's a lot of junk fishing. There's guys that bounced around. There's a lot of junk fishing.
Go ahead, Trevor.
I was going to say, and then you see the young gun like Easton Fothergill throwing a Carolina rig out there, and you're just like, what in the world's going on? So that was pretty awesome to see that,
Yeah, it was a bunch of good techniques. I said we saw a bunch of crankbaits. I said you don't hardly see crankbaits anymore, and guys will catch them on crankbaits and rattle traps. And I said the Carolina rig, that was pretty interesting. That like young kid like that pull out the ball and chain. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You wonder how much that lake's got beat up. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Well, after with the last classic, that canal where Gussie caught him, I know he got beat to death because that's where he caught all his fish, and he got beat to death right after that. So everybody went to fish in that canal for probably a year or two, probably.
You wonder, him Easton throwing that gosh, an already slipped my mind, but just trying up different stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because those, I don't know, you know better than we do. What size are those lakes? I mean,
it's pretty good. Well, I mean, Loudon's more of like a river kind of style lake. Then Tellico gets kind of wide. But I said it's two different kind of waters. I mean, Loudon, Tellico's kind of a murky, stained, and Tellico's more gin clear. I mean, there's some parts of Tellico you can probably see 10, 12 foot down some parts.
I know a lot of the guys are looking for that semi-dirty water.
Yeah.
They were looking for where that kind of the stain kind of mixed in with the clear water with a little bit of movement.
Yeah, and that's usually right around that canal. So right around there, where it mixes. So, and it's a lot of good deep water right in there. So, but yeah, it was a lot of, and I even I saw a couple guys throwing some swim jigs. So it was a variety of techniques. I mean, it made it a good tournament. But I say it just blows my mind those 20-pound sacks coming. I mean, usually local tournaments when I was there, it was 12 to 15, maybe a 16-pound bag once in a while. So those guys really showed off. I think timing was a lot of it too. I think they timed it out pretty good. So that was part of it. That was amazing. Those big fish coming in like that.
What do you think's been changed?
I think TVA's done a pretty good job managing it. I think they've tried to maybe keep the lakes kind of used to with fish. Like it'd be spawn, fish would be spawning and then drop at 8 foot. So I think they've managed it a little bit better, and I think they've done some pretty good stuff. So, but yeah, it was a combination of things. I think, like I said, a little bit of water, and the fish started moving up. So, I think it was a combination of things, but it really showed off. It really surprised me if those biggest sacks was coming in on those lakes. So.
I know that a lot of guys said that when they drained it a lot, we always know when they drain it, the fish are going to pull off at banks. And, a lot of fish were in that 5 to 10 foot depth of water that, kind of threw them off really.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was so many different game plans that if you didn't, adapt, and timing was a whole lot to do with a lot of the river itself. Yeah. And it was crazy. It's not a tidal water, but it kind of almost fished like a tidal water because there were certain times of the day that the bite would be on and then the bite would just cut off.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When they're generating current, I mean, it's a totally different animal. When they shut it off, you're usually having to scramble and change patterns or, start dragging a jig or even Carolina rig. So it's when they shut that off, it's a totally different animal. And I've seen them like in the summer, they get on the ledges. And they'll be suspended out. There'll be like a can out there in the ledge, and they'll suspend behind it in the current. So, yeah, it's some crazy stuff that happens like that out there.
Wow, it's a very unique classic. Like I said, if you weren't there, you missed out. It really was. It was
great atmosphere, good weather. For the most part.
Atmosphere is great. Media day was cold. Second day we were wearing shorts in the afternoon. Yep. Sunday we wore shorts all day. So, I mean, and then we left and it's snowing when we left.
Yeah. Well, the saying in Tennessee is if you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes and it changed. That's pretty spot on.
I kind of liked it. It really did. I liked it. It kind of really did. Yeah, you had to be on your game, and that young man, Dylan, was definitely on his game. We had an open here a couple years ago on Bugs Island. I always talk about it, but day 1, I was wearing 3 layers of clothes, freezing to death. Day 2, I was wearing 2 layers of clothes. And on the final day, I was wearing shorts.
Yeah.
And that's here in Virginia. I mean, it was like, and it's crazy here too. We got the mountains. That kind of does the deal for us. But down there, it really doesn't affect much. But Yeah, I mean, showing people's strengths and being able to fish through many different conditions, and this young man being able to do it. And you said he went down and practiced a whole lot before,
Yeah.
but I understand the practice before, but um, with that many changes during the event, and then for him to have that lead at the end, what, like 10 pounds?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was solid. Yeah.
I mean, a solid lead, and to have the conditions change like they have. And guys, I know on Facebook we banned a few of you. Sorry, not sorry. I didn't like what I saw, and you had to go. But here's, guys, I want to tell you this. I don't care if you don't like four faces sonar and you go say it sucks, but don't use the F word and don't start effing kids, okay? Because I don't play that game. But that kid fished out of so we posted the drop, we posted a bunch of stuff on social media, and the lady who was in charge of the tournament director where he fished made a comment on our Facebook page and was talking about how they fished out of a boat that didn't even have forward facing sonar out of it. I mean, they were winning tournaments with no FFS. It just had some 360 on it. And it was a backup boat because that's all they had. And it was a used boat that was just sitting in the backyard. Say, hey, Dylan, if you want to fish, continue fishing Bass Nation, you can just use our boat. It was nothing special.
Mm.
You guys talk is, I mean, I'm sorry, but I mean, it'd be like, if you guys don't want to get down to this, let's take your scope off your gun when you're trying to shoot that deer. It's 800, 400. I don't know nothing about shooting. So many yards away. Let's take your scope off your gun.
So,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it is. We live scope the scope on your gun. You might not say it's the same because one's electronic and one's not, but that's why I see it as.
oh yeah. I said, just so you got scope, they're not gonna bite. I mean, you see, the guys will say, hey, I'm right above him, and I won't fish won't even look at it. So I mean, you
guys heard Gasky come on here many times. Jiggle a bait right in front of the face, it'll come up, pop it, and go right back down.
Run away.
Yeah, kiss it. They'll come right to it, kiss it, then go straight down.
And that's the most frustrating thing when you watch that take place. Sometimes when you don't have it, you don't know that there's even a bass there. But when you watch that bass come up and then just turn away, you're like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
That's frustrating. People don't see that part. But
nah, people don't understand that part about it at all.
No.
I mean, the scope has allowed us to see things that we'd never be able to see and learn patterns that we'd never be able to see.
Learn.
Exactly what I said.
Yeah.
Learn.
Yeah.
So I mean, and we've seen cars, trucks, bodies, houses. We've seen stuff Popo couldn't even find.
Oh yeah, that's amazing stuff for sure.
Now,
did you go? Then Brian, did you go to Expo? What any lures that really stuck out in your mind that was kind of you think was hot?
We did this on the last show, but we'll do a real quick recap. Yeah. I found a really cool tool to remove hooks from hands. I did that from my boy Bruce.
Is that the D hooker?
The D hooker.
Yep. That is pretty deep.
I could show you. I have one right over there. I have one. I carry it with
one on their boat.
I get one. Carry it with me in my kayak. It didn't look like
it was that expensive. How much was that thing, Trevor?
Like $25.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheaper than going to the hospital now.
$20.
Oh, yeah.
And waiting for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been there, done that.
All right, Trevor gonna bring it out for us for you guys watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think he's
got it right here.
There it is.
There
it is.
D hooker tool. It's so cool. I mean, you get a hook in there, you just kind of hook it in like the old braid trick, and you just slide it right out.
All right,
you can do it by yourself.
I saw
Show
that, and then we also saw a fire extinguisher for lithium batteries.
Wow!
So the first one of its kind. That was really cool. So hopefully you guys, I talked about it on last show. So hopefully you guys got to see that and pick one up, because I don't think there is a fire extinguisher out there for lithium that I know of. You guys can, do your own research as always. So we got to see that. But I'll be honest, the baits wise, I didn't really see nothing that made me rip my wallet out and want to pay. I mean, I've been going to this thing now for
I mean,
a dozen years.
you mean you didn't go after all those urchin baits that are the big craze now?
No.
The fuzzy.
They're
the
the fuzzy
No, we didn't buy any
stuff
fuzzy
and-
dice. We didn't buy anything like that. So I mean, you kind of wonder how long these crazes are gonna last. I mean, but hey, if they're catching fish and winning tournaments,
Hey,
that's what it's
yeah,
all
that's
about.
it.
and
Yeah.
yeah.
The one
what's-
unique
what
the one unique bait I saw, I don't know if you mentioned it, was that spy bait. It had the hook on the top that pops out and pulls back in. What's it called? Stay pin. Great
Okay.
Lakes Finesse stay pin. Yeah,
Okay.
that was pretty cool. That's a pretty good concept. I like that.
We did see. I picked up one of these a long time ago. Holy cow! Where was I at? I was at a classic, I think, and some guys reintroduced the knife and the bill cap,
Yep.
and one of the guy was selling that as well. I tried to bring mine on the plane. Tells you how much I fly, people, and it got taken away.
Oops.
yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
And I was like, they were like, what's underneath your hat? I was like, oh crap. You can keep the hat, but the knife's got to stay here. And I was like, well, that's the whole reason for the hat. Here, just take the whole daggone thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny
But,
because my son, one time we had to go to Keys on a trip, and he had like one of those little pocket credit card knives, and we made it through the first airport. Then we was coming back, and the guy says, wait a minute, pulled him off the side. I'm like, what'd he do? And he says, well, I had this the whole time, and it was like the little credit card knife thing, letter opener thing. I was like, okay.
Wow.
So
yeah. Like, these things were meant for just cutting line. I mean, it's no way you could cut anybody with it. I mean, there's no way in this world.
Yeah, this was like a letter opener kind of looking thing.
Yeah. That is crazy.
It is.
So, just a quick question for you, Cajun Rob, while you're there. Yeah. So, being that the Classic was such a junk fishing style this time and people were using all different kinds of baits, how does that affect the selling side afterwards? Because a lot of times, if it's just one bait that's dominating, I notice sometimes the sales will spike. So, on the retail side, on the selling side, how does it affect when it's a tournament like this? Do you just see overall sales go up, or how does that work after a Classic?
Well, I'll give you an example. I remember last year they had the pink cheddar bait. Remember Livesey had the pink cheddar bait?
Yeah.
And that was on high demand. Like we had them on order, and it took us like 6 to 8 months, but it was in high demand. And I mean, as soon as we got them, it was gone. So people take, and it's funny, like people like the top 5 baits. I mean, I said that I get calls every day. Hey, when are you gonna get the new Berkeley Lab series? Not for a while. So
yeah.
But yeah, even on elites, like when whoever wins elites or usually top 5, we'll see a bump in sales or have customers ask the dealers and dealers ask us, hey, do you have such and such bait? So you see a good bump.
What's top sellers right now? Do you know?
Well, Koiki. I mean, every time we get them, we sell out. I mean, them things are unbelievable. Aren't
they still like $20, $25, something like that?
Yeah, right. And then they got some other companies making something. Hags has got one called a prickly pear, and it's kind of made out of the same plastic, same factory. So that's been pretty hot. And the Yamamoto unis, but all of them are selling out. I mean, I've thought some old timers I work with, and they said they ain't never seen anything like it, except for like, maybe the umbrella rig for a short time. But it's just, I mean, we don't have any. I mean, we got hundreds on order, and we get 10 here, 12 here, and it just can't keep up with demand. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Oh, I think we lost Brian's audio.
Uh-oh.
Can't hear you, Brian.
Sorry, there you go. I think at
the
Classic, they had like a limit of 2 on the unis or something like that. A lot of the booths had limits on them.
Yeah, I noticed a lot of them will have they'll have like a box for like Friday, another box for Saturday. So they don't sell all for Friday. They kind of ration it out basically.
That's a good idea. You don't want to piss your customers off, really. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the first 50, there's a limit of 2. After that, the next box comes out on Saturday. You come back Saturday and buy another 2.
Yeah, we have to do that quickies. We get such limited quantities. We try to ration them out. We don't give one dealer 20 when we only have 50. We try to ration it out. So but it's tough.
This is probably bigger than the Alabama rig, if you ask me.
Yeah, it is. I mean, and like I said, the $1,000,000 question is, well, how long is this going to last? When is the next thing going to hit? I mean, it could be end of the year, it could be into summer. And the bad part is, dealer finally gets a bunch of stock and then they just all of a sudden quit. Seems like it gets hot, 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 and it goes whoop, drops. So
And then they're sitting on all that inventory
yeah,
going, what do I
exactly.
do with all of it
Exactly.
now?
Then they have to mark it down. And yeah, so it's a
Wow.
crazy business like that. It's crazy.
Yeah, the tackle business is built on trends. It really is. You got your old school baits that people always buy. And I
Jigs,
brought
crankbaits.
Yep. Rattle traps. Chrome
Yep.
blue
Rattle
still
traps.
sells a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know I brought it up last year, or was it earlier this year? I saw a lot of the older baits coming back. A lot of the companies are making, going back and reproducing some of the old baits.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, what is his name? Well, it's got the TV show. It's been around forever. I know his was spinnerbait. His spinnerbait, I think, is coming back.
Jimmy Houston?
Nope, not Houston. The one him and all his kids used to do on Saturday mornings, do hunting and all like that. I'll remember it after the
Hank
show.
Parker?
But
Parker.
Hank Parker, yeah.
Hank
Didn't he
Parker.
have like a spinnerbait or something like
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Old man spinnerbait. I remember the
Yep,
big
old man
Yep, old man
spinnerbait. Yep, there
spinnerbait.
you go. Thank you. And yeah, someone else has done brought that back. So I mean, a lot of these, yeah. So a lot of these people are bringing back a lot of these old baits that it. I guess just like all of us, we get used to seeing them all the time, and everybody wondered about how long a minnow is going to last.
Yeah.
And after so many, so many minnows you can make. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
So
now,
many ways you can do a jig head. I mean, yeah. I mean,
yeah. And now we've seen because this classic and it's more Bassmaster events left that we're gonna see, hopefully see baits come back because that they ain't selling but two products. That's all we're selling. We're selling minnows. If you minnows and minnows, different minnows but different minnows, different swim baits. But hopefully, we'll start seeing the other type of patterns come back and help catch giant bass. So
yeah, that forward facing has been hard on crankbaits. I know only places I'm selling crankbaits is like, I mean, Texas and California is still hot on crankbaits, but everywhere else it's definitely took a dive. So I was kind of hoping a hard bait would win it, but I'm kind of an old sentimental guy. So
that is awesome.
But you notice too that eBay, like I remember the pop or the P70s, it set on eBay way back in the 90s, like for 80, 60, 70, 80 bucks. And
Oh,
they kind of
yeah.
it back. So they companies pay attention to the trends. I still got people ask for Mans. Mans closed up, shut its doors for good last year. And I still have, hey, you got the Man so and so? No, it's been out of
because the man's jelly worm still works.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
that's that big old worm.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
well, like
here in Texas, it works.
Oh yeah, it does work.
And it's like eating a snake.
Oh yeah. Well, you go to like an elite or something like I know when they had the elites in Knoxville, they had all the top 10 boats, lined up. They had a fog delay. So you used to go in there, see what they got on the deck and talk to the guys. And there were some old beat up crankbaits. I mean, like they had teeth marks and all the paint was up in it. They was throwing it. So, they have confidence or had the right action.
They'll hold up the new shiny one, but they're going to keep that old one in the boat that catches the fish and not going to tell you about it. So it might be the same brand, but it's been in their boat for about 10 years.
Funny. Yeah.
And they just change the hooks out on it. So
the one had the most teeth marks on it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
I got a couple jerk baits like that.
We want to bring Cajun Bob on night and Rob on tonight. I want to say Cajun Rob on night and talk about baits and tackle that was used in the 2026 Bassmaster Classic. Hopefully Harwell next year will be just as great as this one. Let's everybody keep your nose clean in 2026. Let's make 2026 great. By the time this goes up, guys, we've had a Bassmaster Elite event wrap up as well as a Major League Fishing event wrap up. So it's been a great week of fishing, local fishing as well. And you never know where you're going to see the basscast.com because we are back out on the road each and every weekend, running up and down the highways here locally, covering bass fishing tournaments. I know we got 2 cat championships this year to cover ahead. So there's a lot, and I think that's in May. So there's a lot happening around here in Central Virginia. And you catch all the information at thebasscast.com, schedules at thebasscast.com. And one thing I like to get more of, if you write a lake report in North Carolina or South Carolina, I only have one. It's Smith Mountain Lake. But gas has gone up, guys, and you want to promote your business, and I give you a link. It's free. I told you I had 1 million visitors last year. Would you like your lake report? It ain't got to be long, maybe 100 words. Get your wife to write it if you can't. But email it to us. It must be monthly. That's the only thing I ask for. Consistency. I don't need one in May and one in July and one in December. I need a consistent lake report, and we'll help you promote your guide business, because gas will go back down eventually, people. But for right now, we're going to kind of have to live with what we got. But if you want to promote your guide business, we'd love to have more lake reports on thebasscast.com, and love for you to be a part of it. So if you know a guide that needs a little promoting, tell them to reach out to thebasscast.com. All right, guys, before we go, any parting words? Rob first, our guest.
Yeah, I said, man, I appreciate having on. Good to meet you. Hope I'll be at the Classic next year, hopefully. Fingers crossed. But real quick, me and my buddy John have the Co-Anglers Corner. We've been taking a break. We're actually going to start back on Sunday nights at 8 o'clock. So y'all tune in to the Co-Anglers Corner. We have a lot of good guests, a lot of good questions, and we have live. So feel free to tune in, ask your questions, and we'll get an answer. But
there you go.
Appreciate it.
Very good.
Trever?
All right. No, just, hopefully I'll make the next Classic, because, again, scheduling with school and everything couldn't make this one. So hopefully at Hartwell, I'll be down there with you guys. So hanging out. And other than that, just keep on fishing. This is tournament season, guys, and it's fast and furious. And not only is it tournament season, for those of us baseball fans, we just had opening weekend.
That's right.
Go Reds.
Cubs fan.
That's right. Yes. I've probably already watched a couple games by now when this goes up. I definitely try to catch. It's bad because it's like 100 baseball games. It seems like it's too many. Yeah. That's my opinion. I watched the first couple. Watched the All-Star game, then watch the playoffs, and that's pretty much all I get because I'm on the road so much. But
same here.
Yeah, it is baseball season around here, and we love baseball and soccer here in Central Virginia now. So we got soccer's here. World Cup is here in 2020. Not here in Virginia, but in the United States in 2026. So it's a lot of interesting. It's an interesting time in the world of sports, and it's an interesting time in the world of tournament and professional bass fishing as well. Where will this crazy thing be in a couple of years? Where will we be in a couple of years? But where will sport be in a couple of years with all the changes and everything that's taken place? So only time will tell, and we want you to be a part of it with us and Basscast Radio and the basscast.com. So you guys have a great week, and we'll see you all right back here next week.
Peace.